What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Steve's Corner, and today, before we get into this video, I just want to make a quick announcement to you guys that basically, starting after December 25th, after Christmas, I will be making Minecraft videos, and I'm going to be more of like a Minecraft YouTuber, because I don't, you guys will see, but I'm just letting you guys know I'm going to become more of a Minecraft YouTuber. I'm going to do add-on reviews covering glitches, and all that good stuff, and downloading maps and playing them. So I just wanted to give you guys that quick announcement so you guys knew. Anyway, let's get right into the story. So basically, guys, this took place a couple of years ago, and it's something that sticks to my mind just every day almost. It just scares me to think about this. But anyway, let's get started with the story. Anyway, so my sister was coming to visit from far away. She lives like in a whole different state than we do. And yeah, so she was coming for a visit, and you know, I'm really excited about her coming every time she does, 'cause I don't see my sister that often. Now, yes, my sister is an adult after all, because I don't know, I just have to be the youngest child, I guess. But anyway, yeah, so my sister's an adult, and she comes with her boyfriend Evan, and also my aunt is there too, which I don't see that much, with my cousin. So, and I'm not talking about my cousin Alexis that you guys probably know about the most. No, not her, a different cousin. And basically, we're all over here enjoying it, having family time, and basically, my sister and her boyfriend and my aunt went out to do things together, because you know they actually don't see each other as often as we do. Alicia, which is my sister, and we don't see them often, so you know, it made sense that family's gonna hang out and stuff. And so yeah, basically most of the days went normal until this one day. So you know, usually I'm used to my sister saying something like, well, not really, she doesn't really say something. I'm not used to her saying, like, or asking me to go somewhere with her, unless it makes sense, but like in certain scenarios, but I'm not really used to her asking me to go somewhere with her. So she said that she was going to the river, and everyone else was going to the river too, to do something. So basically what we were going to do at the river was we were going to grab floaties. We're going to get floaties from a store or something. And what we were going to do was we were going to basically float out in the river, like in our floaties. And then like we have to stop at a point and then like flip out our floaties and then swim back. So I thought, you know what, this sounds pretty fun, because we were floating in the river in our floaties, just get out and then swim back. And you know, I really didn't think much of it at first, and I thought, you know, this might be really fun. And my mom was sitting there convincing me not to go for some reason. And the reason is, she said that the river that we are going to go to has just flooded. Now, obviously, I kind of felt a little bit of concern there. I'm like, well, okay then. But I guess at that point, I was starting to change my mind. But I still ended up going anyway. So yeah, we were having a long fight about that and stuff. My mom trying to convince me not to go. And as my mom being a mother, it's pretty, you know, the mom has to take care of you and has to concern for you, and I completely respect that, but I didn't see much wrong with it at first. So yeah, we're leaving. On my mind, I'm kind of nervous because of what my mom said, and we're leaving to the dollar store, and then I don't know what we're doing. We go to the dollar store to get our floaties, and then when we get there, when we get to the river, we arrive there, I noticed just how fast it was floating. It was really scary, honestly, the thought of it. I was really nervous about the whole thing, even since my mom was convincing me not to go, and after it flooded. And so yeah, we went and got it. I was excited but scared at the same time. It was just weird. So yeah, basically, so we got those. We went to the river, and I realized something made me think that I really should have listened to my mom, because once we went there, I saw just how fast the river was flowing. And I knew that in the river, there was going to be some parts that were deeper than others, some parts that we can't even reach. And it was really moving fast, you know, it was a fast river. I mean, and you know, I guess I should have known that after it just flooded, there was gonna be something about it. And I think, and I'm not for sure because this was just a little bit of a while ago, but I'm pretty sure there was something like germs in it too, like from where the flood happened. There was like an algae. I'm not sure if it was an algae or what, but yeah. So I was just nervous about this whole thing because you're like, you know, well, for one, I don't really want to get water in my mouth, and for two, I feel like, what if I just flow way too far out? And I mean, what if the water is flowing too fast for me to even escape? You know, it made me really scared, and I thought about it for a while. So, you know, we were there at first having fun. We had to set things up. Apparently my brother-in-law had brought a like air compressor so that we could fill up the floaties because with air basically. And we had to fill up the floaties with air. So we were just doing that. It took us just a little bit of while to get everything done. So we got everything set up. You know, there was like little tiny well, not really islands, but I just like to call them tiny little islands. So we had those, and they were basically, when they were there, I thought we just sat our stuff down there, and so yeah, we were done, and it was time to go have some fun, or at least I thought it was. So I was about to flow, you know, getting ready, all nervous and stuff, trying to like excuses. And I know you guys can call me a scaredy cat, but with as fast as the river is flowing, it didn't seem right, you know. I just didn't see the point in going somewhere with the risk of something bad happening to me. You know, it really sticks with me and stuff, and it's just weird. So I'm about to flow away, my floaty, and I don't know if I was going on my own for sure, but I think I was. I was going by myself this time, while they were just sitting on the island, my brother-in-law and stuff. They were sitting on the island, and I start to flow. And what happens is you're supposed to like get out of your floaty before you flow too much farther. So you're supposed to like stop at a point and then get out of your floaty instantly. So I did that. I mean, I pretty much successfully did that. But the real problems and real troubles come here. So once I flipped out of my floaty from being at the end of the point where I needed to be, in this, so I made it to the end of the river. Well, not the end of the river, but the end of where I was supposed to go, the crossing limits. And I get out of my floaty, and then I'm standing in the river with literally almost not being able to walk. I couldn't walk. I felt like I was in one place and I couldn't walk, and I was about to lose my balance, and I mean, it was pretty deep. It was up to my knees. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to drown. I'm literally going to drown. And because what was happening, it was flowing super fast, and then it was pretty deep up to my knees. And I couldn't walk. I mean, there was no way I could just go back over there, it seemed like. So that happens, and I'm really screaming for help because obviously I'm about to fall, I'm about to lose my balance, and then I'll continue to flow away in the river. But as I'm calling help, I basically noticed that my brother-in-law's floaty has a rope attached to it. So he ends up being the one coming to save me. So he comes, and I have to grab onto the rope, basically. And, you know, we felt so lucky that his had a rope. I felt like it was just such a miracle. Because, I mean, honestly, I was in a life-risking situation there. I mean, it was scary. So that happens, and I'm holding onto the rope while he is coming back to me. Like, we're going back to the island. And I'm just sitting there in so much relief, almost passed out because of this whole incident. And we went back, and, you know, I didn't go in the deep part. I kind of, for the rest of the day, I just collected seashells because there was just no way I could stand going back out there. So, and, you know, because I knew I almost risked my life. And to this day, it still scares me, only because just to think that my life was probably in risk. My life was in risk, and the odds are I had a big chance that I probably would have made it if good news is I was able to keep my balance, and if that wasn't the case, I could have been gone. So we go back home. I tell my mom about the whole incident, and, you know, I don't know if my mom really believes the whole thing. I mean, she does, but then my sister, which is older, tells her, and then my mom really believes it, and then from that day on, my mom kind of just loses her trust with me going somewhere with my sister and then my sister and my brother-in-law. Because, you know, I mean, after that, I mean, it's scary, you know. My mom is one to take care of me, and she cares for me, and, you know, if that happened, it just would have been heartbreaking. So, that being said, that's the incident. It sticks with me with my whole life, and yeah. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please go like and subscribe. And if you guys have any related stories to this, please comment below. And like I said, expect so much Minecraft gameplay after Christmas. With that being said, please comment below if you guys have experienced something like this, or just tell me your stories in the comments. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the video.